Hello again. Thanks everyone for your continued support. So we've had a few questions come in over the last 24 hours, so I thought I'd quickly put this video together just to answer some of them. So as you can see, we spent a little bit of time on the car on the weekend. Again, not as much time as we'd hoped, but we've got the rear wing now permanently mounted up, and there's just been a few questions around that. So just to cover them off quickly, wing end plates, as you can see there, they're mainly aluminium. You can get some composite ones, and you'll see they're fully adjustable. It's probably a bit hard to show on the camera, but there's a few different mounting points you can put them in, and that's all relative to the wing angle that you want to achieve. If we go over here, as you'll see, that's what the wing end plate looks like from the rear. This here is a wing end plate in its raw form. So just aluminium, it's all rolled up, nothing too special. Big cumbersome thing, but once they're all drilled and everything, the wing sits on the inside of that. And yeah, really cool looking bit of kit once they're all bolted up. So that's what they look like on the car again. The wing itself is all composite, and it's got steel inserts that are molded into it. So you're not screwing into the composite, which wouldn't be very strong. There's a steel insert that's molded in. So when you do screw the wing on, it's all screwed into steel and it's nice and strong. Now, when you do adjust the wing angle, which is on those holes we showed earlier, it changes that center stay and the gap between the wing and the boot. So that's all fully adjustable. So again, that's just a little turnbuckle system with a couple of rose joints, and you can turn that left and right, which will change that clearance in the middle there. Really simple system. That was actually added on at a later date because the AU rear wings were cracking. Now, the only other thing that's vastly different to a road car is you don't have any of the boot latch or any of that hardware in these cars. You have the boot pin system, which on the Ellery car, went through the top of the boot, through the rear wing, and there's a pin system that we've got to get installed there. Some of the other cars like Stone Brothers and that ran them at the rear and had a pin through there, and that way the rear ring wasn't compromised or modified. But on this car, we've obviously reverted it to that because it's how it was originally. So you want to be able to have it that the boot doesn't fly open, so you put those pins in, which is easy, but you also lose the ability for the boot to sit nice and square and snug because you haven't got the boot latch or anything in the bottom anymore. So what this car has got, if we open the boot, it's got those little flat surfaces or washers that are on the bottoms of the pins, which are fully adjustable. So when you close the boot, it sits on the bottom side of the boot. So it all sits really snug, and that way you haven't got the bottom of the rear wing sitting on the quarter panel, which obviously will do all sorts of damage. So that's how that all works. Nice and simple. If I close the boot, you'll see the pin just comes through there, and it all sits nice and square. So that was the main questions we had over the last night and earlier today. If you've got any other questions, sing out. We're more than happy to answer them. But yeah, that's mainly how the rear wings mount up and how it's all adjusted. So we'll keep pushing on. More mechanical content coming shortly. We've got some exciting news around the engine that'll be ready to launch shortly. So we'll keep you informed as we go. So thanks again for your support.